Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be giving yet another facelift to the truck, and you guys did get a sneak peek of what I have planned in a previous video where I made some Aero pieces out of foam board. So when I was making my Aero pieces with the foam board, that wasn't to make a mold or anything, that was just to experiment to see what I liked. And with that knowledge, I'm going to be making a mold out of wood. So the wood is definitely not going to be the final product, but it'll just give me the shape that I need to make the mold, and then we'll make it out of fiberglass. To kick things off, I want to start by making a roll pan. I'm going to design and fabricate it out of metal. So to make a pattern for my roll pan, I just went to my scrap pile and grabbed a piece of metal. It's very flexible and it retains its shape. And all I want to do is bend it so that it follows the curvature of my fender. So this is what I made for a pattern. It's the exact same shape as what my roll pan is going to be. And you can also see that I left a little bit of extra material at the ends, and I just bent it downwards at the exact length that I needed. What that's going to do is it's going to finish up the edges a lot nicer, and it's also going to add a lot of strength. So now that I have my pattern, let's go get some more metal. I added in both 90-degree bends like I showed you with my template, and after I bend this into shape, I'll trim off the excess metal. I just have it wedged in the metal brake right now, and I'm not going to be using the brake to bend it. I'm just going to be bending it by hand, and I'm hoping by hand I can make that piece nice and round and not so much shaped like a hexagon, but let's find out. I want to use this particle board that I just bought, and I got that at a local hardware store, and I'm going to be using that to make a front splitter, and it's going to be attached to my roll pan. So that's what I want to focus on right now. In a previous video I had mocked up a front splitter, so I'm kind of going to go off of that. If you want to check out that video, I'll leave a link up on the screen. So this is what I came up with so far, and I made the two little pieces that are connecting the roll pan to the splitter, and I'm still gonna have to trim the edges. They're sticking out a little too much, but overall I like the shape. Alright, so I got the shape that I want for my splitter. I made a couple pieces to attach the splitter to the roll pan, and now I just have to glue everything together. And by gluing, I mean I'm gonna be using body fill to stick everything together. And once the body fill is dry, I'll be able to sand it exactly how I want it and shape it. So I think it's gonna work well. And I also have a few little pieces that I'm just gonna finish up the edges with. It's hard to explain, but I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Alright, so these are the pieces that are gonna attach the bottom lip to the roll pan. And then for the edges, I'm gonna be using a bunch of small pieces just to make the round. And then once the body fill holds everything together, I'll shape it nice and smooth. So I just put a whole bunch of body fill, and I'm starting to get pretty excited because the vision is becoming clearer. Again, this isn't the final product. This is just to get my shape so that I can make a mold, and then I'll finish it up properly with fiberglass. But man, I think that's gonna be awesome. So you can see that I've been shaping the edge, and I also trimmed off the top just to make it flush with the rest of the splitter. And now I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do for design. So I've drawn a little bit of a design here, and it extends all the way across the splitter. And what I want to do is raise this section that I've drawn on the splitter just a little bit, and it's going to give me a little more dimension. So I'm going to make a pattern out of cardboard, and then I will cut it out of those small sheets of wood. So in one of my older videos, I already had a plan for what I wanted to do for my skirts. And now I'm just kind of following what I had in mind. So I've got the shape that I want for my side skirts. And now I'm just going to do the same design as I did for the front splitter. I've got all the little pieces of wood made to give me that extra bit of dimension. So I'll glue them down and then I'll use some body fill to smooth everything out. I'm gonna trim them wherever I need to make them fit and look nice. So that's why the inner sides just look rough and ugly. Those are all gonna get trimmed. With the high build primer applied, they look awesome. And now I have quite a bit of sanding to do, and I'm gonna be using some marking chalk as a replacement for the guide coat. So with those pieces primed, I think that's where I'm gonna end it off in this video. And in the next one, we'll be making the mold and start making these pieces out of fiberglass. And then we'll be able to see the final version, and I can't wait. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.